I don't think there is much doubt that the representation of police in the early Legoland sets through to town and later city has been an absolute mainstay. We're talking about over 200 sets spanning 7 decades. The story of Lego Police is a brilliant evolution that's tracked perfectly with the development of Lego Town and City. So get ready. Today we'll jump into the fastest patrol car and race through time with Lego Police, starting from the very early beginning. I'm Lord Paul, and this is Lord Paul's Bricks. Hey Brick fans, if you're new here, welcome. And if you've been following my reviews and history videos, welcome back to the channel. If you missed my videos chronicling the early days of Lego Town and City, you'll want to check them out, so I've put the links in the description so you can catch up on our adventure. In the first 2 videos, we journeyed through time and looked at the evolution of Lego Town and City, but today we'll look more closely at the evolution of police, a key sub-theme and a mainstay of the Town and City themes. Today we'll look at early sets, how police minifigures have developed, and some of the vehicles that were used. In part 2, we'll look at police stations, planes, helicopters and boats, and how the cops and robbers storytelling has evolved. If you're enjoying my content, please remember to hit that like button and make sure you subscribe so that you'll always be first to know when my next video lands. Your comments and feedback are always appreciated. You never know, your idea could show up in a future video. My first video on the history of Town and City started with the origins in the 1950s, and that is where Lego Police first appeared. Back then, it was miniature, unarticulated traffic police officers that were used in the town plan sets. And as far as I can tell, it was another 14 years before police sets were released with a series of sets under the Legoland theme, and these laid the foundations of what was to come over the next 50 years. The 1972 set Police Heliport was an early attempt at a police station and followed by a police car. With the introduction of statue minifigures, we see a first police motorcycle, a patrol boat, a helicopter, and the first designated police station. The introduction of Lego Town theme and the modern minifigure in 1978 showed the police was an integral part of town, with set 600 being regarded as the first minifigure. I think that it's indicative of how important Lego saw the future potential of the Lego Police line with that choice of minifigure. The first police minifigs had a simple black torso with a black 5-button sticker, but the next year's police had more detailed printed black torsos. That artwork continued until more elaborate multicolour printed torsos were introduced in 1993, along with new and varied faces. They took us through the 1990s until World City theme was launched in 2003 with far more detailed artwork. Only 2 police torsos were introduced with the 2005 launch of the City theme, which they carried on for the next 5 years. From 2010, new torso artwork was introduced across the decade, and they were suited to the many police sub-themes which we'll go through a bit later. The level of detail improved with far more variety of artwork and colours, as well as greater representation of females in the police force. While the very first female Lego minifigure was a nurse released in 1978, it really wasn't until the mid-2010s that Lego truly started moving towards gender parity across the entire city theme, including the police force, offering a much more diverse roster of officers. There was also no shortage of female bandits either. From 2020, minifigure artwork continued to evolve as the sets had police representing a greater variety of roles such as divers, dog trainers, and city patrol. The replacement of artwork changes over more quickly now, and we don't really see torso artwork being used for over 5 or 10 years anymore. Any police squad needs fast and reliable vehicles, and if they've got a bit of style and luxury along the way, well, then that's a bonus. For 50 years, we've seen an amazing array of police vehicle Lego sets, and for many, it started with that iconic set 600 in 1978. There are other police vehicles released in 1978, including an open-top patrol car, very luxurious, a mobile patrol set and with car and motorcycle, and a set with a police motorcycle and a civilian vehicle. Through the 1980s, there was a really nice range of versatile vehicles that gave some good variety, including the first light and sound vehicle in 1986, which had a 9-volt battery box powering flashing lights and a siren sound. Also in the 1980s, we had the very first mobile command unit, but I will cover the evolution of those a little bit later on as well. Not a lot of police vehicles in the 1990s, but there was a second sound and light unit that was a pretty good design. There were planes, boats and helicopters though, and they'll be in the next chapter. With the launch of the World City theme in 2003, there was really only one specific police car set released, and that was a relatively short-lived theme. The new city theme was launched in 2005, and that theme overall had a more coherent approach to the design of sets, including the police sub-theme. At launch, there was a new design for police motorcycles, sets became more elaborate and action-packed, and massively expanded storytelling. A greater variety of vehicles were seen through the 2010s, with massively expanded storytelling about how police interact with the community as well as bad guys. I'll have a whole chapter coming up on the cops and robbers stories over that period, so for now we'll just keep looking at the vehicle sets. There was also a police sub-theme including forest police, swamp police, mountain police and sky police. These themes brought us all new hovercraft and ATV models, which built terrific story. When disaster strikes or a major heist has occurred, a police response will include a mobile command unit. In our LEGO Town and City, these vehicles have appeared on a fairly regular basis. With the first unit launching in 1986, this 4-stud wide unit was more of a van than a truck, but it was a great start. 8 years later, a 6-stud wide unit was launched, and this was more of a template for subsequent sets coming every few years. They followed a similar pattern, and I really like these models. Maybe I will build them all and line them all up one day. In 2012, the command centre was from the Forest Police sub-theme, and that had a different design and a box on the back that could be removed. In 2022, the command truck had a nifty landing area for an ATV, and in 2024, the command truck was designed to include a coffee machine, which I think is a feature that should have appeared much earlier. So that's it for part 1 of our deep dive into the evolution of LEGO Police. We've covered the origins, the minifigs, all the road warriors, and from the iconic patrol car to the latest command centres. In part 2, we'll take to the skies and the seas, look at the evolution of the police station headquarters, and chase down the best of 25 years of the cops and robbers storytelling that LEGO has been able to give us. If you enjoyed part 1, please hit that like button and subscribe so you'll be first to know when part 2 lands. Your comments and feedback are always appreciated, and you never know, your idea could wind up in a future video. I'm Lord Paul, and this is Lord Paul's Bricks, and bye for now.